Thank you very much, Marty McDermott, tonight's public address announcer here at Bartell's Roadie. We have a District 9 quarterfinal game here as the Jayhawks host the Lansing Stars with the winner to move on to the semis this coming Thursday. Tom, this should be a good game. They split during the season.
Yes, they did. MCC won the game here and lost at Lansing. This has the for the final game here at Bartell's Road, makings of a real close one.
Jayhawks control the tip. Now Stuckey over to Josh Smith. Diaz, top of the key. Off the back of the iron. Nice offensive board by Mahan. Now Josh Smith, a little spin move. In and out. Ball is picked up there by Barrett. Darius Young, who had 38 points when they met this first time here at Bartell's Roadie back in January. That's a lot of offensive output, Tom.
Sure is. He had more than half of the team's points. They had 75 points as a team. Darius Young had 38 of them. So obviously we have to stop number 5.
I'm sure he was on the notes from the coaches. In the paint. Turnaround shot is up and good by Waltz. Diaz, top of the key. Kirkland. Now Mahan down low. Oh, wide open. Nice move for the bucket.
Great move there, crossing the lane by Mahan. Nice, always nice to see him get started early. We've said it many times, when he plays well, the Jayhawks usually play well.
Cameron Houston with the nice dish from Young. A nice save there by Stuckey. Diaz, three-point shot, in and out. Waltz with a rebound. Along the baseline, turnaround jumper doesn't go. Right through the hands of Waltz, right to Stuckey. Now Kirkland, a little bit short on the tray. Horford with a rebound.
Jayhawks cold shooting early on here, John.
Diaz. He'll slow it down and dish it back to Stuckey. Now a long three-point shot. Waltz with a rebound.
Settling for threes. That's 3 straight misses from behind the arc. Time to look inside out.
Mahan. Outlet pass to our friend Josh Smith. Opening moments. Lansing leads by 2, 4-2. And we have an offensive foul on Mahan.
Yeah, kind of a pokey start here, John, for both teams. 3 minutes into the game, just 4-2. You know, this MCC team comes in 14-14. Very streaky team. They have win streaks, losing streaks. They had won 4 in a row before losing to Lansing in their last home game last Wednesday night.
Ball goes out of bounds off of Cameron Houston. It'll be Jayhawk ball.
When they lost that game Wednesday, John, we felt the Jayhawks had blown their chance to host a game in the district tournament because of some other results. The Jayhawks still finished tied for 3rd in the Western Conference, and therefore they get to host this game here.
Diaz kicks it over to Kirkland. 6 on the shot clock. Kirkland with a drive. Shot does not go. Battle for the rebound. Won by Kirkland. Kicks it out to Stuckey. Diaz, baseline, push shot. Doesn't go. There's an offensive board by Diaz. Puts it up and in.
Wow, great work on the offensive end by the Jayhawks. Couple missed shots. Kirkland got an offensive rebound, and that time Diaz gets his own offensive rebound and finally gets a shot to go.
And we're tied at 4. Just over 4 minutes into the first half. Pass is deflected by Diaz and stolen by Smith. Kirkland, near wing. Good. And Coach Mike Ingram wants a timeout. 15:38 left to go first half. It's the Jayhawks by 2, 6-4. Darius Young brings the ball down court. He's drawn plenty of attention and thus far has been dishing off to wide open Stars. Smith called for his first foul. Team second. Horford inbounds to Young. Man-to-man defense. Young being checked there by Smith. Leans in, puts a shot up and in.
Darius Young getting started. We mentioned before, 38
Whoa!
points. Whoa!
Nice jam by Diaz.
That came out of nowhere.
That's taking it to hole with authority. His teammates along the side just loved it. So did we.
Yes.
Outside shot doesn't go. Loose ball picked up by Stuckey. Kirkland. Little drive, left-hander is good, and he's fouled. Caleb Barrett called for the first foul on the Stars.
That's the way to bring a gym to life, John Arter.
Yes.
2 back-to-back plays, an electrifying dunk by Diaz, and that time, great hang in the air, left-handed layup by Kirkland.
Kirkland completes the three-point play. Kirkland had 2 defenders on him, and he was able to keep his body between them and the ball and put it in nice off the glass.
Yeah, we've talked about how strong he is, John, and how he can use that strength to hold off defenders. He's our leading scorer, 22 points a game. He also averages 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
Barrett, a little bit off. Offensive board. Put back, doesn't go, and here's another offensive board by Waltz. This time they give it to Darius Young. Houston. 10 on the shot clock. Now Darius Young. Shot is partially blocked, but there's an offensive board by Waltz, and the putback is good. Stuckey. Nice quick move by Stuckey.
That's when DeQuavion Stuckey is at his best, when he's driving to the basket, using his speed to get by people.
A nice steal by Diaz. He reached in. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Horford. Horford will leave it for Young. Kirkland called for the foul. We're less than 7 minutes into the game, Tom, and all 5 Jayhawk starters have scored.
Wow, that's a good sign. Get everyone involved in the game, and hopefully we can have balanced scoring.
Barrett inbounds to Young. Tony Trice. Barrett cuts across the lane, puts it right in. Nice soft touch by Caleb Barrett.
Yeah, nice change of hands there.
Oh. Almost a nice alley-oop to Josh, but unable to convert. Darius Young, a nice pass down low. And we have a foul on Mahan. That's number 2 on Miguel. Max Waltz to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you mentioned the balanced scoring for the Jayhawks so far, all the starters involved. Meanwhile, Lansing looks pretty, one-dimensional. They like to, Darius Young seems to be their offense. And so I like our chances if we get everyone playing.
Waltz is good on the first free throw. John Ivory and Dylan Mulder check in for the Jayhawks.
Mulder's provided quite a spark for us in a lot of games this year off the bench as the sixth man. Let's see if he can do it again.
Waltz makes good on both. Stuckey on the near wing. From the free throw line, puts it up, and it goes high off the iron. And it's picked up by Horford. Young. Tony Trice over to Barrett. The Stars reset. Waltz into Young. And Young commits the foul to get open for that pass. First foul on Darius Young. Lansing's second foul.
You made a good observation before the game, John, that this Jayhawk team is a very sophomore-oriented team. 5 of the top 6 scorers are sophomores. The only freshman among the top scorers is Josh Smith. So you're going to have some rebuilding to do after this year.
Dale Kirkland puts it in. Well, Coach Jimmy Booth kind of studies what Duke and Kentucky and Kansas do. They should be all set.
Yeah, just get the Fab Five every year as freshmen, and we'll be fine.
Darius Young, top of the key, looking for Waltz. Waltz in the paint. Nice hook off the glass. He has 8 points.
It's kind of the opposite situation of the MCC women, which won the state title here Saturday. They only have 2 sophomores on the entire roster, which makes it even more amazing that they were able to win a state championship, conference title and a state championship with such a young team.
And all but one is local flavor. There's Diaz with a nice layup. Trice to Barrett. Ooh, pass too long for Young right over his head. Kirkland was there to pick it up. And we have a foul on Lansing. It'll be on Trice. His first, team's third. Was on the floor, so the Jayhawks will inbound under their own offensive basket.
John, you got 2. Sir, hey, stop. You got 22. Sir, you have 3.
A lazy pass there by Lansing, and Daryl
Yes.
Kirkland made him pay for it. He's so good at taking the ball, taking it all the way to the basket, drawing the foul.
Pass is knocked out by Abdur Rahim. Diaz in the corner.
Go get it.
Rebound by Trice. Three-point shot does not go for Horford. Stuckey pulls up and hits the jumper. 5-point lead for the Jayhawks. Stuckey with a little bit of defensive pressure in the backcourt. A little cat and mouse with Tony Trice. And a little pressure, turns to a turnover as Kirkland gives it back to Stuckey to Diaz.
Stuckey, beautiful dime there. Just a dump off to Diaz for an easy bucket. Jayhawks on a little bit of a roll here, John Arter, up 7 points.
Pass into Darius Young down low, puts it up and in. Stuckey goes behind the three-point line, off the back of the iron. Trice with a rebound. Mulder called for the foul. He and Young were battling away. And Mulder gets called for the foul. Now Trice, 3-point shot, rebounded by Diaz. Bounce pass way ahead. Mulder from the corner. Trice with the rebound. Both teams a little cold in the last couple of minutes. Davis. Nice board there by Diaz again.
Diaz, for as skinny as he is, does a great job rebounding, battling up there, knifing up there for rebounds. He's averages 7 a game. Actually, there's 4 Jayhawks that average 7 rebounds a game. Diaz, Smith, Stuckey, and Mahan.
Mulder. Abdur Rahim with the rebound. Young. Leaner doesn't go. Ball's tipped around. Strickland. Check that. Kirkland. Technical. They'll sort this out. Officials, Pat Stegeman and Perez. Diaz at the line, shoot the technical. Makes the first. Makes them both. Sergio with 8 points. Jayhawks, the inbound.
Little frustration there for Lansing, John. MCC, a couple free throws, back up to a 7-point lead.
Mulder, baseline drive. Too hard. Gets his own rebound. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow in favor of Lansing.
Coach Jimmy Booth not too concerned about that. He's happy to see Mulder put it on the floor and drive to the basket. So far, MCC has been cold from behind the arc, but they've been doing some damage driving to the basket. We want to see more of that.
Tony Trice. Barrett. Trice passes on the 3. 10 on the shot clock. Waltz. 5 on the shot clock. Pass is partially blocked. And there's a shot clock violation. It'll be Jayhawk ball. Some great defense.
Oh, absolutely. Lansing didn't even come close to getting a shot there, especially as the shot clock was running down. The Jayhawks didn't foul, but just played aggressive. Got the shot clock violation.
Kirkland, top of the key, nice bounce pass. Ivory puts it up and in.
Textbook pick and roll there by Ivory and Kirkland. Great pass from Darrell.
Tony Trice, 3-point shot is rebounded there by Ivory. Outlet to Kirkland. Kirkland looking to drive baseline, pulls up, uses the glass. Nope. Rebounded by Houston. Cross-court pass to Waltz. Waltz leans in, puts it in. Max now has 10 points. First person on either team to be in double figures. Mulder. Drives around the paint. Left-hander doesn't go. Waltz with the rebound. Trice. His telegraph pass is picked off. Kirkland, that's almost a runaway. That's a breakaway foul, maybe. They're asking for it.
Jimmy Booth wants it.
Yes.
He's not going to get it.
Hey, he did not go after the ball at all.
Waltz called for the foul. And it's a shooting foul is all.
Again, Kirkland, great anticipation there on the steal. And Darryl Kirkland, again, he's been outstanding all year. 6'3" sophomore from Muskegon. He's having off to another great start today. We mentioned Jayhawks' leading scorer at 22 points a game.
Farrell misses on the first. He splits the pair. Horford. Young. From the free throw line. Puts it in. Nice smooth shot.
Yeah, Darius Young, very impressive player.
Swing it. Move, Darryl. Yep. Come on, John.
Mulder driving baseline, uses the glass. It's good. Young again. It's good. Darius Young taking matters into his own hands the last couple trips down the floor.
Yes, you're right, John. He's starting to heat up, and that's something for the Jayhawks to be worried about.
Mulder the other end. Ball is tipped. And we have a whistle. This one's against the Jayhawks. It's on John Ivory. His first. Team sixth. Both teams have 6 fouls. Next one will be a 1-and-1 if it's on the floor, a non-shooting foul. Horford. Young. Steps back behind the arc. 3-point shot is rebounded by Mulder. Stocky drives right around the defender. By the time the defender knew what happened, he was on his way to the hoop.
You're right. Stuckey is little guy, but he got great speed, and he starts and stops so well.
Yes.
He's a very crafty player. Fun to watch.
Jayhawks by 8. 4:32 left to go first half. Shot does not even get to the rim for Horford. Jayhawks come away with it.
Swing it.
Josh Smith, turnaround jumper is good.
Jayhawks lead up to 10 points, John.
Horford back to Young. Pass into Waltz, a little spin move, and tried to lay it in, but it did not go. Rolled right out, and Ivory was there for the rebound. Kirkland, long three, does not even get to the rim. Young. Check there by Kirkland. Good defense by Kirkland. Then he receives some help, but Young scores anyways.
Yeah, Young earned those 2 points right there, John.
That he did. He's in double figures now with 10.
Hey, Ferris. Ferris. Swing it.
Smith.
Swing it.
Ivory back out to Smith. Now Smith with a drive, leans in. Waltz with a rebound. Long pass ahead to Horford. Baseline drive. Nothing. but it falls right into the hands of Houston, and Houston converts. Jayhawks' 10-point lead is now 6. Oh, boy, that was a quick pass. There was the block. Nice defense by the Jayhawks, but Young with a incredibly fast underhand pass. And his teammate should have had that bucket.
Yeah, he did. His teammates just aren't as good as he is, John. You could see the frustration there from Darius Young. He said, man, I make a beautiful pass like that, and you can't even make the layup.
Stuckey
Oh.
for 3.
Stuckey doing a little bit of everything, John, for the Jayhawks. He is our floor leader, but he's also doing some scoring. How many is that for him?
He has 9 points here in the first half for Stuckey.
That's a bonus. He's our leading assist guy. He averages 7 assists, 13 points a game.
Lean in, and they're going to call a block.
Oh. Daryl Kirkland was standing like a statue there.
He was in good position. Caleb Barrett to the line to shoot 2. Barrett misses on the first. Aquinas College assistant coach is in the house. We see Gene Gifford across the way. Keeping an eye on a couple of talented community college basketball teams.
And he's no stranger to Bartels Road, longtime men's basketball coach here.
Diaz for 3. Three-point shot doesn't go for Barrett. Coach Jimmy Booth wants him to slow it down, set it up. Mulder, baseline. Doesn't go. He follows his shot, but unable to get to the ball as Houston was there. Another nice look by Young. He finds Cameron Houston for an easy bucket.
That time Houston converted on another nice pass from Darius Young. You know, Darius Young attracts so much attention with his scoring ability, and when he drives to the hoop, there's going to be guys open for assists.
10 on the shot clock. Stuckey. Three-point shot is good. Nice soft touch. Back-to-back trays for Stuckey.
Stuckey's been the spark this half. As MCC has been in control basically throughout this first period.
Shot clock is off. We have a travel. Jayhawks have the ball with 7 seconds left.
You know, John, Lansing, coached by longtime coach Mike Ingram. He's had some great teams at Lansing. This isn't one of his better teams. They're 13-5, 10-8.
Stuckey pulls up and has another 3. And there's the buzzer. DeQuavion Stuckey with 3 3-pointers to finish the half. And the Jayhawks lead here at Bartels Roadie, 44-28 over Lansing. And we're at halftime. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. Bartels Roadie Gymnasium, 44-28, a 16-point lead for the Jayhawks. Our halftime guest is Anthony Crump, the assistant coach. Coach, we were worried about you for a second there. We're going to send somebody out there to look for you, but it's good to have you up here. The Jayhawks are in a nice 16-point lead, and DeQuavion Stuckey, who's well known for his assists and his quickness, he nailed 3 3-pointers at the tail end to help fuel that 16-point lead.
Oh, yeah, he's having a wonderful game. During this week, we had 3-point shootouts. I'm telling him they can't shoot, so he's trying to prove me wrong. But during the week, in practice, so he's having a hell of a day today.
Yes, he played really well, and he has 15 points to lead the Jayhawks here in the first half. You had a couple of Jayhawks that got into a little bit of foul trouble. Not bad. A couple fouls, so Daryl Kirkland and Miguel Mahan had to take a little bit more pine time than normal because he had 2 fouls, and you want him for the second half.
Oh yeah, we have to rest those guys. There were 2 fouls. March Madness. We need you guys at the end of the game.
How about your defense? They look very good. 5 steals versus no steals for Lansing, and that led to 10 points off the turnovers. A very, very good defense creating plays.
Yes, defense will win your games. It's March Madness. We did a lot of preparation this week. A lot of films going on, studying these guys know the plays. So those turnovers come from knowing what's about to happen before it happens. See it before you see it.
Well, many times we've seen the Jayhawks get off to a good start, and then you'll hit, it's just normal, you hit lulls, but I think this first half, they played well for 20 minutes.
Yes. Comes with time, execution, and we practicing this week about keeping it consistent and playing all 40 minutes.
We talked about Dequavian Stuckey. He was 3 for 5 behind the arc. The last 3 he hit, but from the field he was 6 for 9. And Sergio Diaz was 5 for 10. Leading the Jayhawks. You had 45% average there for the field, and 30% behind the line, where Lansing was 0 for 10. Your defense held them off.
Yes. Again, we studied the film and we know the plays, so you got to see it before you see it. Alter some shots and just force them to make bad shots or not, because normally they usually wide open shots for some of their players.
Game-wise, the Jayhawks have gone streaks this year. All of a sudden you win 7 games, then you lose 6, then you win 4, and then you lose a couple. Now is this time where you just lost your last one. Might be time to put the streak together right now and then go into the tourney.
Hopefully we catch that streak and go on 4 or 5, 6 game streak and keep this going.
There you go. What type of things do you need to do to continue on the success you've had in the first half? Well, you can't just rely on them being the same team you faced in the first half. What do you need to concentrate on?
We need to concentrate on defense again. Defense wins championships, wins games, so as long as we can stop them from having more points than us, then we should be all right.
There you go. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the second half against Lansing.
Thank you.
That's assistant coach Anthony Crump of the Jayhawk men's basketball team. Jayhawks all set to start the second half. Tom Kendra all set to join me after that nice interview with Anthony Crump, the assistant coach here at Muskegon Community College.
Yeah, nice finish there to the first half for the Jayhawks. Dequavian Stuckey just took over, and wow, 16-point lead.
Yes, very nice. Now Stuckey, little pass in to Mahan, baseline jumper with some nice arc. He puts it in. Nice start for Miguel here in the second half.
Yeah, Mahan didn't get a whole lot of minutes there in the first half, just the way it evolved. Look for him to have a big second half. Should be well rested.
Saw you had an opportunity at halftime, Tom, to go over and talk to Gene Gifford, assistant coach at Aquinas College. He was talking about you might be on breakfast probation.
Well, I try to meet up with these guys once a week, some old basketball coaches. These guys are all retired, John. They can meet anytime they want.
Their schedule's different than yours and mine.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for us to be there, and
yes.
I shouldn't be held to the same standard. But
I agree. But they love having fun with you. They're good people there.
A lot of good basketball knowledge.
Yes. You can pick up some pearls for future broadcasts.
That's right.
Pass goes out of bounds, Jayhawk ball.
Jayhawks, like we mentioned, a great start. If they win this game, they'll be in the semifinals of the district tournament Friday in Port Huron. Of course, they'd have to play Ancilla, the top team in the regular season.
There's a foul. It's on Darius Young, his second foul. Kirkland in the line to shoot 2. The Jayhawks played Ancilla very well the very first game at Ancilla. High-scoring game, 102-100, so they know they can play with the Chargers.
Yeah, you're right, John. That was a very impressive score there to only lose by 2. Yeah, and the way they're playing tonight, the way they're shooting the ball, they might go into that game with a whole lot of confidence. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yes, when I was talking to assistant coach Anthony Crump, I mentioned about the Jayhawks being very streaky this year. The 7 wins, 6 losses, 4 wins, couple losses. just lost one. Maybe it's time for this winning streak to get going now and go right into the tournament.
That would be great to see. And I was just thinking as we were talking, we probably shouldn't chalk up this game just yet with 18 and a half minutes to go. But
right.
So far, so good.
Young, outside shot, doesn't go. Strickland with a quickness, chases down that loose ball. Nice pass over along the near side. And Smith unable to convert. Kirkland gets the rebound. His shot doesn't go, and Waltz rebounds us for the Stars. Ooh, a nice quick pass and laying it in is Houston. A good look there by Lansing. Diaz behind the arc. Young. Pass ahead to Kirkland. Kirkland leans in. Gets his man up in the air. Ball goes out of bounds off of Lansing. And we have a technical foul against Dale Kirkland.
Kirkland, a little frustration there. The last 2 times down the court, he's drawn contact and hasn't drawn a whistle. They have expressed a little frustration there.
Caleb Barrett makes 1 of 2. Jayhawk ball. Stuckey. Smith, baseline drive, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Houston called for his first foul.
Great take to the basket there by Josh Smith. We mentioned that 5 of the 6 top scorers for MCC are sophomores. The only freshman among the top scorers is Josh Smith. 6'6" freshman from Lansing Waverly.
Darius Young able to save that ball for Lansing, now quickly along the near side. Trice, 3-point shot is rebounded by Mahan. Stuckey. Smith will pull the trigger on a 3, and he gets it. Josh Smith scored 5 quick points here in less than 3 minutes here in the second half.
Smith is an excellent 3-point shooter, but at 6'5", he can play inside and out. He'll be a key part of this Jayhawk team next year, obviously.
Max Waltz with the basket. Now Stuckey, top of the key. He stays hot with another 3. 18 points for DeQuavian.
DeQuavian Stuckey having his best game that we've seen him play. Almost at 20 points, and it's just early in the second half here.
Pass into Mahan. Oh, the jam! A well-timed jam on the rebound by Diaz. Brings the crowd to life here at Bartell's Roadie. Barrett. Diaz with the rebound. Stuckey. Drive goes out of bounds, and it's saved. Lansing the other way.
That's a couple of highlight reel type dunks we've seen. That just shows the quality of play here.
A no-look pass by Young down to Waltz ends up being an easy bucket for Lansing. Stuckey passes on the tray. Diaz. Stuckey, long 3-point shot off the iron. Barrett. That's across the lane. A little left-hander is good.
Caleb Barrett, the pride of Carson City Crystal High School. Nice little floater there.
Yes.
trying to get Lansing back into this game. They've got a lot of work to do.
Yes, they do. Jayhawks are up by 21, and we have a whistle here as a foul is on Tony Trice, his second. Mulder to the inbound. Diaz. Diaz drives right by his man. Is fouled on the way to the bucket. He'll shoot 2. Fouls on Waltz, his second. Diaz saw he had a step there on Kenny Davis, and then another star had to pick him up and had to foul him to stop him from getting an easy layup.
Yeah, Sergio Diaz just too quick for Kenny Davis and, frankly, for a lot of the players on the Stars to guard.
Diaz good on the first. And the second one is in and out. Darius Young is fouled. Josh Smith, foul number 2. Man-to-man defense by the Jayhawks. It's been superb all night. Waltz. 7 on the shot clock. Young behind the line, 3 on the shot clock. Good defense, and a shot clock violation gives the Jayhawks the ball.
John, you made an excellent observation there about the Jayhawks defense. It has been outstanding. There's been several occasions that the Stars have had a shot clock violation and really haven't been able to get anything going.
Mulder for 3. That last defensive stop, DeClavian Stuckey was well aware what the shot clock was at, and when he saw that too, he just attacked the shooter, altering that shot.
Yes, Jayhawks right now, John, playing as good as I've seen them play all year. Yeah, who knows?
That's right.
Who knows what will happen when they play Ancilla on Friday if they play like this.
Loose ball picked up there. Mahan unable to convert. And it's good to see that Diaz is okay over there as he fell right near the steps. Lansing ball, 13:35 left in regulation. It's a 23-point lead for the Jayhawks.
Jimmy Booth looking for a foul call there inside on Mahan, but you know, Miguel Mahan's got to get tougher in there. He's got to get stronger finishing on those. That's the missing element of his game. He could play at the next level. It's a little bit stronger inside.
Shot does not go. Stuckey comes away with the ball. Waltz with a rebound. And putting it up and in is Houston. And we have a timeout. 12:59 left to go here in the game. The Jayhawks lead by 21, 62-41 over Lansing. This game tonight is the last broadcast for Tom and I here at MCC TV for the year 2017-2018. We want to put a big thank you out to the MCC TV crew. Right up there at the camera, Eric Taylor. Appreciate all that you do. You've given us great shots all year long. He caught that one, Stuckey with 3. And Rod Van Norwick, thank you so much. You have everything all organized, our director and producer all year long. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate all that you do.
Yeah, they sure make it easy on us, John. We just put on the headsets and start yapping away. Compared to when we do football in the high school level in the fall, you're nervous every game whether the equipment's going to work, and we're always set up and ready to go.
There you go. As a little small footnote, though, we do a little bit of pre-work there before we start putting the headset on and yapping away.
Well, yeah. I suppose we do. Yeah, I don't want to sell us short.
Okay, at the line is Cameron Houston. Fouls on Mulder. Houston, good on the first free throw. He makes them both. Now Stuckey along the near side, leaves it there for Diaz. Diaz sees Smith. Back to Diaz behind the arc. Diaz off the iron.
Good look there by Sergio. He normally knocks that down.
Horford. Now Houston. Good defense by the Jayhawks. 7 on the shot clock. Little left-hander does not go. Diaz with a rebound. Stuckey.
Jayhawks don't need to be in a big hurry, John.
Mulder. Nice look, but Smith unable to finish. Young. It's good. Darius Young now has a dozen.
Josh Smith there, just like Miguel Mahan. Got to get a little stronger on the finish inside. A little tougher.
Mulder, speaking of tougher, Mulder was there for that rebound and drives the baseline, draws the foul. That ball was coming out, looked like it was going to be a Lansing ball, and Mulder was right there, just muscled it away.
Yeah, great job there being aggressive, grabbing the ball and taking it strong to the basket. He'll get 2 free throws.
Dillon gets the nice roll, bounce right back in and through the net.
That's the thing that makes this Jayhawk team a scary team to play, John, even for top-ranked Ancilla here in the tournament, is all the experience, all those sophomores.
Yes.
That makes a difference, and that could be our secret weapon, hopefully, at the district tournament coming up this weekend.
Mulder sinks both free throws. Young along the near side. Tries, pulls a trigger on a 3, and he gets it. His first points of the night. Mulder, Stuckey. Stuckey with a nice pass down into Kirkland. Kirkland gets the bucket. Fouls on Cameron Houston, that's number 3 on Cameron.
Daryl Kirkland's only 6'3", but he plays like he's about 6'5", 6'6".
He sure does.
Because he's so strong down low.
Young. Tries. This time Stuckey's right on him close up behind that 3-point line. Waltz. And Coach Mike Ingram wants a timeout. 10:15 left to go here in the game. The Jayhawks lead by 19 over Lansing, 69-50. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Rody Gymnasium. And Tom, I'd just like to, well, we'll keep her right here as it's a full timeout for Coach Mike Ingram. Still wants to talk things over to get Lansing focused and trying to chip into that 19-point lead. But we'll keep her right here, Tom. I want to step back about 3 days. And what an exciting day for the Muskegon Community College women's basketball team to win their first state championship in 27 years.
Yeah, that was a great day, and they did it in impressive fashion. They were an underdog against Macomb, and they really took it to them, controlled the game. You know, I can't say enough about our coaching staff. Third-year coaches, Amanda Parker, Jaron Edsel. I mean, they lost to that same Macomb team by double digits early in the year, but the coaching, this team just improved game after game. You could see it. And right now they are a very impressive basketball team.
It was a different Jayhawk team than faced Macomb over there earlier in the season, as you mentioned, and the coaching. And hats off to the players. They're listening to what their coaches have to say. They're doing the things, take care of the role that they need. You've got Bowles down there in the post, and some of the other players, your outside shooter, Sam Taylor, and they all come together.
Matos running the show.
And I just think the future, we know the future is very bright, but let's see what they can do. If they can make some noise this year down there in Port Huron starting on Friday, because they get a bye for winning the Western Conference.
Yes, they do. I mean, who would have thought that way back in December when they were down to 8 players, and 7 of them were freshmen, that team could go on to win the conference title and then also go on to win the state title. It's really a heck of a story.
Yes, it is. Congratulations, Amanda Parker, the coach, and Jaron Edsel, and all the Jayhawk women's basketball team. Back to the action. The men's team leading by 19 points, under 10 minutes to go. Whoa, a long pass down there, and it hit the side of the backboard, and then it hit Mr. Kirkland right in the face or mouth. He can jump pretty high.
Oh, he sure can. Again, only 6'3", but he plays more like he's 6'6".
Yes, he does. Pass down low, goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball on that turnover.
We've talked all season long about how streaky this Jayhawk men's team is, but the good side of that is if you hit a streak at the right time, they can play with anybody.
That's right. Mulder, top of the key. He sees Mahan down low. Mahan in the paint. Soft touch is good.
Mahan getting going a little bit here in the second half, John.
Young leads in. His shot goes off the back of the iron. Diaz with a rebound. Along the near side. Kirkland with a drive. Puts it up and in. Boy, he can keep in the air. It's almost like he floats at times, but just nice soft touch as he waited for his man to go by and put it in easily off the glass. I think the only man that can float is the man Muhammad Ali. He used to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Yes, indeed. Jayhawks in complete control here, John. Yes. They're really playing well. Everyone's playing their role defensively, offensively. Like I said, this is the best I've seen them play all year.
Davis, little pass into Waltz. Waltz off the iron. Mahan with a rebound. Now Diaz from the far side. His three-point shot in and out. Rebounded by Houston. Now quickly up court is Young. Waltz. He had 2 looks there, Cameron Houston, and could not get it to go through the hoop. Kirkland. Bounce pass to Mahan down low. Nice soft touch. Miguel.
Great look by Kirkland there and a nice finish by Mahan. Went up strong with the left hand right over the 6'7" Max Waltz. Mahan having a nice second half.
Quick outlet pass to Mulder. Mulder from behind the arc. Hits the 3. Jayhawks on fire as they're up by 28.
Everything's working right now for the Jayhawks, John.
It sure is. Horford. We have a whistle. Mulder. Mulder called for the hold. That's his 3rd foul. Jayhawks' fourth of the second half. So Lansing will inbound. 7:26 left. Trice. Spin move, top of the key, kicks it on over to Kenny Davis. And the tip is up and good by Horford. Horford's first points of the night. Oh, Diaz unable to finish on a dunk. And right there in the corner, getting the rebound and putting it up for three is Stuckey.
Everything's going right, John.
Trice partially blocked. Oh, about that. Grabbed the ball, saved there, and it goes out of bounds. It was a nice steal and pass while he was still in the air, but it went a little too far for Diaz to save.
That last trip up the floor there, John, Diaz really went for broke on that baseline jam.
Yes.
Bounced out and right into the arms of DeQuavion Stuckey, who nails the three. So it's been that kind of night for MCC. Almost a 30-point lead here over Lansing, which is, traditionally the top team in the Western Conference.
Yes.
So great performance.
Mulder called for his fourth foul. Davis. Now Trice. Three-point shot off the iron. Young goes up high and gets the offensive board. Davis pulls the trigger on the three. This time rebounded by the Jayhawks' Josh Smith. Smith. Tip by Mahan doesn't go. Abdur Rahim with the rebound. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Ooh, a nice block by Mahan. And in position was Kirkland. It's an offensive foul.
Mahan swats the shot away. Kirkland stands in there and draws the charge. That's good defense.
That it is. Stuckey, 10 on the shot clock. Long three-point shot off the iron. There's an offensive board by Mahan. Uses the glass, in and out. Abdur Rahim with a rebound for the Stars. Horford. Davis. Bounce pass into Young. A nice block.
Oh.
Are they going to call a goaltending? Yes, they are. 2 points will be awarded to Darius Young.
Still a nice effort there by Miguel Mahan, the 6'7" sophomore from Baldwin. Come alive here in the second half.
Stuckey drives on Trice, does not finish. And Mahan called for his third foul. Team sixth. Next Jayhawk foul. Lansing will be in the bonus. The Jayhawks are already into the bonus.
As impressive as the Jayhawks have been, I tell you, Lansing just doesn't look like a team, John, that with a burning desire to play in the district tournament this weekend.
Yes.
They came out flat. MCC's controlled this entire game from start to finish.
Lansing the other way, Young. Oh my goodness, he went down hard on his leg and knee.
And here at the other end, DeQuavion Stuckey is limping off the court.
That's not good. Especially if there's a game on Thursday. Maybe it's a cramp. Young to the line to shoot two. Kirkland commits his fourth foul.
MCC in control of this game. We'd hate to lose anyone to an injury.
Right.
We need everyone at full strength if we want to try to knock off Ancilla.
And they will not allow that second free throw as it was tipped in when it was on the cylinder. Diaz, three-point shot, in and out. Trice. Kenny Davis, nice pass into Waltz. Waltz turnaround jumper, doesn't go. But the tip is good by Abdul Rahim. Josh Smith. Kirkland goes back with a rebound, puts the shot up and is fouled by Waltz. It's number 3 on Max. Kirkland at the line, shooting 2.
Whenever the Jayhawks have hit a dry spell this year, it's usually Kirkland or Stuckey taking the ball to the hole, get aggressive, get to the free throw line.
Kirkland good on the first free throw.
Excellent guard play for
Yes.
the Jayhawk men this year. Daryl Kirkland, DeQuavion Stuckey, and Sergio Diaz. Those 3 excellent in the backcourt. The Jayhawks have just struggled a little bit on the front line, but their backcourt is as good as any in the state, really.
Kirkland good on both. Speaking of Stuckey, it's good to see he's back in the game.
Yeah, he shook off. He's a tough kid. He shook off
Yes.
that ankle injury in a hurry.
Trice. Max Waltz, across the lane, too hard. Stuckey with a rebound. Jayhawks will probably take some time off the clock now, as it's 3:25 left in the game. Pass into Smith, and an offensive foul will be called on Smith. Aaron Weil checks in for Mulder. Trice. Three-point shot by Trice. Picked up there by Kenny Davis. His three-point shot goes off the iron to Kirkland. Kirkland looking down court, was looking for Weil, Instead drives the basket and puts it in.
And now Jimmy Booth is going to his bench here after an impressive performance by the Jayhawks. We'll see if the bench can go out there and have a little fun here in the last almost 3 minutes.
Horford for 3. Stuckey with a nice drive. Quick timeout, but keeping it going just for substitution only. They'll get right back to it. Coach Jimmy Booth wanted just a timeout so he could get some of his other players in there. A great thing to do. A nice block there by John Ivory. Now Weil ahead to Lamar. Lamar does not convert. Trice with a rebound. Ball's dribbled out of bounds. Jayhawk ball on the far side.
Well, the roles have been reversed here, John. Now the Jayhawk starters are now in cheerleader mode here on the bench.
Yes.
They love to see these guys who go at it against them in practice every day get a chance to do something good, hit a big shot.
Aaron Weil, three-point shot off the iron. Ball hits the support. It's a matter of who tipped it into the support. Off of Lansing, Jayhawk ball. Lamar to inbound for the Jayhawks. Vile. Anderson. Vile with the rebound. Putback doesn't go. And Waltz rebounds for Lansing. Three-point shot is good by Millets. Nick Millets.
It's going to be pretty impressive, John. The MCC women and men, both their final home game, going to be impressive wins. Hey, there we go.
Aaron Vile, he drains a tray. Trice, three-point shot is good.
Aaron Vile, one of two local players on the Jayhawk roster. Vile's a freshman from Fruitport, and the other local player is Daryl Kirkland, a sophomore from Muskegon. Everyone else, Jimmy Booth found outside of the area.
A drive to the basket by Cameron Boatman, and Cameron is fouled. Fouls on Max Waltz, number 4. Boatman to the line to shoot 2. Off the front of the iron, Cameron will get a second shot. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Abdur Rahim on the rebound. It's Jayhawk ball. 52 seconds left. Waltz blocks that shot. Trice keeps the ball in bounds on the near side. Millets. Vile with a rebound. Coach Jimmy Booth doesn't want the Jayhawks to shoot it anymore. Figured that's enough.
That's going to do it, John. I think they'll just dribble it out here.
And when the shot clock violation happens, they'll give the ball to Lansing. Unless he shoots. He hits a 3. Cameron Boatman drains a 3 before the clock runs out. Kenny Davis. Millets knocks it down with a second left. And there's a buzzer here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. Our final score is Muskegon 93 and Lansing 69. Lansing finishes the year at 13 and 16 overall, while our Jayhawks will move on to the semifinals in District 9 at Port Huron on Thursday with a fine 93-69 win.
Wow, isn't it nice to be playing your best basketball of the year right at tournament time? Like I said, I think this was the MCC men. This was their best all-around performance of the season. A huge win over Lansing. Now let's go to the district tournament and see if we can do some more damage there.
Muskegon will travel to Port Huron this Thursday at 3 o'clock. They'll be taking on Ancilla, a strong team that won the Western Conference this year with only, I think, 1 loss. But the Jayhawks have played them strong before, only losing by 2 points, 102-100, down there at their place.
And like we talked about in this game, this is a sophomore-oriented team, a lot of experience on this MCC team, which, again, that's another reason to fear them in the tournament.
Well, the Jayhawk men's team continues on to the semifinal this Thursday, as we just mentioned, and the women's team, they had a bye for winning the Western Conference. They also won the state conference championship this last Saturday, so they'll be down at Port Huron too. And we want to thank you, the Jayhawk viewers, for watching Jayhawk basketball this year. Tom, I had a great time this year. It's good to have you along. I hope you enjoyed it too.
Oh, it's been great. I appreciate you bringing me aboard here, and hopefully we can do this maybe for years to come.
You bet. Well, you've been a great addition this year, and we look forward to it next year. Want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job, as we mentioned earlier. Eric Taylor, our cameraman up there, giving great shots, keeping up with all the action, and Rod Van Nortwick in the booth. Thank you very much, Rod, directing and producing Jayhawk basketball. For my partner, Tom Kendra, this is John Arter saying so long, good night, and thank you for watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.